Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Ready to Love Season 6, Episode 5. It's titled, It's Barbecue Time. Let's get started. So we pick up where we left off at the white party. Tommy called out Justice, LJ, and Alonzo as being the bottom. They're in the bottom. He tells them to step forward and that their names were brought up by the women and one of them will be going home. Then he told them he is giving them an opportunity to change things, but at the end of the week, one of them will be going home. So he's not going to send anybody home right now. He's going to give them a whole entire week to change the women's mind. Samson asked Charisse if she was surprised that these three guys were in the bottom. And she said, nope. The next scene, Justin, LJ, and Alonzo, they meet up with Tommy. Justice apologized to Tommy for leaving the party early with his straw hat on. Boy, I tell you, that straw hat. LJ asked Tommy where he went wrong. Tommy told him that the ladies think that he is just a fun-loving island boy. A fun-loving island boy? He claimed he is going to try to have more serious conversations. Justice said that he is going to cut down on the playfulness. I don't see any playfulness from Justice. He said he's going to cut down on the playfulness. What playfulness? I just see Justice being an asshole. That's all I see from Justice. Tommy told him that he is not pursuing the ladies enough. Justice tells Tommy that he has his own process. Yeah, your own process that hasn't been working for you. That's why you're on this dating show. Tommy asked him if he got anybody's phone number. He said no. He's not pursuing these women. He wants them to pursue him because he is so fine and so special and so amazing. Tommy told him to give a little in order to get a little. Justice is just an asshole. They can just send him home right now. Anyway, he agrees to Tommy's advice. Tommy told Alonzo that he is holding things in and he's not expressing himself to the fullest. Alonzo said he's going forward, he will open up, he'll start opening up to ladies. Tommy told them that at the end of the week, one of them will be leaving the process. I hope it's Justice. He is way too arrogant for anyone. He can't find love on his own, and you can see why. Anyway, next scene, Caden invited a group to go go-kart. It looked like bumper cars. It didn't look like go-kart. It looked like bumper cars. Charisse, LJ, Justice, Trinika, Jamila, and Alonzo. Those are all going bumper car riding. Alonzo, he gets very aggressive. And, while they were driving the cars, Alonzo got very aggressive. And he hit Trinika's car very hard. And then he said, get the F out of here. He did. I heard him. He said, get the F out of here when he bumped her car. That's what he said. I guess he forgot that he was on a date with ladies. So one of the ladies called him a jerk. I heard jerk. I don't know who called him a jerk, but somebody called him a jerk. After the race, Alonzo is talking smack about being the winner and that he had no competition. And the ladies are not happy with him being a dick. That's what he was being, Charisse told Trinika to barbecue Alonzo. And Alonzo heard her. And he was not happy. He did not like that. Alonzo said to the camera that he was just trying to have a good time and he was being himself. So then Jamila and LJ, they go off together. And then Charisse and Alonzo, they go off together to play pool. Charisse asked him what's his plan to step it up since he was in the bottom. Alonzo told her that he plans on being himself. And then he's still wearing that insert from that you put on when he's wearing a helmet. He's still wearing it. Why is he still wearing it? Yeah, I guess he finally realized he was wearing it, so he took it off. And Cherise told him that she thought that he was going to reach out to her more after the white party. Alonzo told her that he doesn't think that she is taking him seriously. And she is putting on for him. That's what he said. Those were his words. Cherise told him that she is not doing anything for him. She is trying to make a connection with him. She told him that she is trying to find out if he's interested or not. I can tell he's not interested, Cherise. What are you asking him that for? I can tell you right here, right now, he ain't interested in you. What has he done to show that he's interested in you? Nothing. Anyway, Cherise told him that she has another connection that is strong. And Alonzo, he gets defensive. And he said, I'm glad you have another connection. So she asked him who was he connecting with. And he got pissed. He said, I'm not here to discuss that with you. I'm here to talk about you and I. And Cherise said, okay, are you interested in you and I? Alonzo told her that he saw a different side of her and now he doesn't know about her. And then Cherise said, okay, no problem. Alonzo told Cherise that if he sees something fake, then he will let it be known. He told her that whatever she has with him is not real, it's fake. She doesn't have anything with you. What are you talking about? Cherise told him that he can call her fake if he wants to, but she is not fake. He told her that he see it with his own eyes and it's pretty clear. Cherise told him to look at his own behavior. She asked him if he has looked at himself. Alonzo told her that she is salty because he called her out. She told him that she is not salty and he's a grown man yelling at a woman. He told her he is not yelling, he is talking. And I agree. I disagree with Cherise. I don't think he was yelling. I thought he was being a little bitch. Anyway, Cherise told him not to talk to her like that. And in her confessional, Cherise said that Alonzo is a walking, ticking time bomb. Then Alonzo said, then he starts yelling at her and cussing at her. He told her that she is fake as F. He actually said the word. And Cherise is shocked. She's like, I think Alonzo needs to go home. Yeah, both Alonzo and Justice, they both need to go home. They both are not ready to love. Who can love them? Who? So they argue back and forth about who is fake. Then they start calling each other a clown. She calls him a clown. He says, you a clown. She goes, you a clown. He goes, you a clown. They start calling each other a clown. Alonzo told her he did not want to be with her, and then he told her to take her ass on. God. So then, Kadean, before that, Kadean and Trinika had taken Justin away to talk to him. And Justin asked them if they tried to get rid of him. And Kadean told him that she thinks that he is difficult. She told him that she called him and he didn't call her back. He told her that he did not save her number based on their first conversation. Kadean told him that she DM'd him and asked him for his number, and he sent her his number. Justice interrupts her and said, you DM'd me, sir, with the word, when she talked to him, she said, sir, but so what? What's the big deal? I think he said she addressed him as sir, and what? Kadean said, yes, and I said, what's up? What's your number? Justice interrupts her again and said he responded to her, how are you? So Kadean goes to her phone messages, to the messages that she sent him, saying, if you are free within 20 minutes, call me. That's what she had texted him. If you are free in 20 minutes, call me. She said to him, you called me and went into difficult justice mode. So she's talking and he's interrupting her. She told him, let me finish. He said, I don't want to hear it. She told him, that's the problem. You're not listening. In her confessional, she said, I don't know where they found him, but please return him back to sender. I agree. I agree 100%. Return him back. So they argued back and forth, and Khadeen said, I'm done with it. Then Justin asked her if she wanted a hug. She told him no, she didn't want a hug. He said, then you're not done with it then, because a hug is peaceful. Then he keeps pushing for her to hug him. Then he asked her if he can hug her. She said no. Justice needs to go. He already found love himself. Jamelia tells Justice that the other woman, let me see. Oh, Jamelia tells Justin that the other women don't understand him, but she does. Then she said to him that the other women think he's shallow, but she doesn't. And Khadeen said, I don't think he's shallow. I think he's difficult. In his confessional, Justice said that Khadeen loves him. That's why she's mean to him. I don't know if that's true. I just know that I can't stand him. So then they heard Alonzo and Charisse arguing in the next room. So Khadeen leaves to go check on them to see what was going on. And when Khadeen gets into the pool room, she asks Charisse what happened. And Charisse told Khadeen that Alonzo, called her fake and everything else in the book. She told her that he said she was fake and he didn't want her. She goes, I don't want him. I don't know why he's talking about I don't want him, because I don't want him. And then Alonzo starts yelling again. Alonzo's a jackass. So then LJ comes in asking, what's going on? You hear all the yelling. He wants to know what the hell is going on. But Alonzo starts playing pool and then starts laughing crazy, like a mad person. Just starts giggling, laughing. And you could tell now he's off his rocker. He's definitely off his rocker. Why don't they screen these people properly before they put them on TV? But I'll tell you one thing, it was entertaining. So LJ took Charisse somewhere to sit down. She cried on his shoulder while Khadeen goes to talk to Alonzo. Then LJ goes to talk to Alonzo while Khadeen talks to Charisse. Then LJ came over to them and told them that Alonzo left the building. In her confessional, Charisse called Alonzo a coward for leaving. She said she does not want to see him ever again in life. Next, Shakira meets up with Tommy. She is upset that Khadeen brought up her personal life in front of Mike. So now she wants Tommy to fix it. So she tells Tommy that what they talked about in the lounge was brought up to the man, and also behind her back. Her personal business was brought up to the man and behind her back. He said he would address it, and she thanks him, and then she starts to cry. So he excused her for coming to the lounge meeting, the next women's lounge meeting. Next, Samson organized a picnic in the park with Brandy, Mike, and Looney. They spread out a blanket, they sit down, Mike starts feeding Brandy pineapple. In her confessional, Looney said Mike and Brandy acted like they weren't even there. They were in their own little world. Looked like they were about to get it on. That's what she said. She sounded jealous to me. So her and Samson, they go off to play frisbee, and she's wearing a very inappropriate dress, a long black dress all the way down to her ankles. She can't jump and run and do anything. She should have worn, it's a picnic, she should have worn shorts or jeans. Then Looney and Samson, they go off together and drink wine. Meanwhile, Mike and Brandy, they're flirting with each other, and Mike is feeding her grapes. Meanwhile, Looney and Samson are talking it up, and they seem to be enjoying each other's company. They're laughing, having a good time. Back over to Mike and Brandy. They discuss her being a flight attendant and leaving all the time. And Brandy assured Mike that when she leaves, she comes back. In a confessional, Brandy said that she can pick her schedule and she can come and go. She can come back the same day. She can go to work and come back the very same day. So then Looney and Samson, they come back over to where Mike and Brandy was, and they all cheers to love. Next, LJ meets up with Trinika, and they hug, and she's way taller than him. And he gives her a compliment. Good job, LJ. He gives her a compliment. He told her she looked beautiful. They eat, they flirt a little bit. She asked him about his daughter. They talked about people. They talked about dating people with kids. They seem to enjoy each other's company. Next, the women meet up with Tommy in the lounge. Tommy told the ladies that he gave Shakira time off, and he told them that what happens in the lounge stays in the lounge. He asked the ladies who they were feeling the most. She talked about the picnic with Mike, Brandy, and Samson. Brandy said she liked the picnic. It was romantic. Kayla said she had a romantic dinner with Randall. And we never saw Kayla and Randall. We didn't see Kayla, Randall, or Swazi Swayze this episode. But they did show a clip of him feeding her meat. But we saw that before in, I think, the last episode, that when they went out and he fed her the meat. Because I remember that scene. She told everybody that they kissed, that her and Randall, she said that her and Randall kissed. And I guess she's stating her claim on Randall. And Jamelia did not seem to like that information. So Jamelia told everybody how she and Randall connected at the white party. Kadian said she had a good time with Swazi at the white party. So Tommy asked them, out of LJ, Alonzo, and Justice, who do they think has reached the end of the journey? Kadian says LJ. She said LJ calls her a lot, but sometimes she feels he's afraid to talk to her. Trinika told them about her date with LJ and how he opened up to her and that she really enjoyed the date. Jamelia, she also praised LJ. She said he has her number and he checks in with her and she is happy to get to know him better. Jamelia said Justice is a crash and burn. Kayla said it's time for Justice to go. She can't deal with him. Looney said Alonzo has to go. Charisse told her version of what happened at the pool at the pool table when they attempted to play pool. And Kadia, she takes up for Alonzo. Because, you know why she's taking up for Alonzo? Because she wants either LJ or Justice to go home. Well, no, I think she wants LJ to go home. I think Justice is right. I think Kadian does like him. She didn't throw his name out to go home after she said he was difficult. So Kadian told Charisse that she said to barbecue him, and that's why he got upset. So she's taking up for Alonzo. So they argue back and forth. Then Kadian called her a victim, and Charisse told her that she is not a victim, she's a survivor. And then Tommy chimes in and says, he's the only one that's going to be doing the barbecuing. That means he's the only person that can send people home, I guess. I don't know. He told them to take out the two men and tell one where they stand and how they can do better, and let the other man know that he has to go home. In her confessional, Charisse said, it's barbecue time, and I guess that's where they got the title from. So Trinika meets up with Justice with his straw hat. In her confessional, she said he has been one of her top connections since day one. I wonder what she sees in him. Anyway, they sit down and she asks him, what does he want? He said he wants to do his process. He said he wants to combine the show's process and his process together. Dumb. Why did they choose this arrogant fool to come on the show? She tells him that the women don't understand his language. I think they understand him perfectly. He's a moron. Trinica told him that the women feel like when he speaks to them, it's all about him. And when they speak on the phone, they get turned off and repulsed. Then Trinica tells Justice, Trinica is slick. She's trying to make it seem like none of the women like him so that he'll focus on her. That's what she's trying to do. Why would she say that? None of the women like you. They think they're repulsed by you. I'm the only one like you. I'm the only one rocking for you. That's what it is. That's exactly what she's doing. Then she tells him with the straw hat, I can't stand that straw hat, that the ladies have decided to give him another chance, and she's happy about that. And Justice said, okay, cool. So now she's selling herself. She decides to sell herself to him. She tells him that she feels a spiritual connection to him. Spiritual connection to Justice? And then she says she's drawn to him and that she gets him. She is trying to put herself first and in the front so that he can see her and not see the other women. Because he never said anything like that to her, ever. He never said, I like you too. He didn't even say, or maybe he did, but the cameras didn't show it. But I didn't see him saying, you know what, I like you too, and I think you're special too, and I want to try to get to know you, but none of that. He's saying none of that to her. I think that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to put, she's slick. She's slick. She's trying to make him look at the other woman badly and let him think of her in a good way. Next, Brandy goes to meet up with Alonzo. She said in her confessional that she only got Charisse's side of the story and she wants to hear his side of the story. Brandy waits for Alonzo for 30 minutes. Then she calls him and it goes to voicemail. So she gets her drink, she gets her food, and still no Alonzo. After an hour, she realized he's not coming. So she calls him and she leaves him a voice message letting him know that she's here at the restaurant waiting on him and he should give her a call. But he never showed up. Alonzo showed his true colors. That's the end of the episode, and this is the end of my review. I will be back next week with another review. Princess on a Pill here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.